Hey guys, what's up? 𝗁𝗲𝗹𝗶 here, back again with another video. Now that I'm using my phone for most of my video shoots at work, I've been looking for accessories to supplement them, and I figured that a phone cage would be really useful when I need to mount my filters and lights to my phone. But like everyone else who's not a famous tech YouTuber, I'm on a budget. So instead of spending on a brand name cage like Beastgrip, I went with Sanyk. Not that Sanyk, this Sanyk. Anyway, let's start the review. What I really like about this cage is that I can attach all my anamorphic lenses. The thread supports both 17 and 37mm diameter thread lenses, so theoretically it will fit all the mainstream third-party anamorphic telephoto, macro, or ultra-wide mobile lenses. The only downside I found is that I couldn't use my ND filter independently of my anamorphic lens. It's hard to explain, but let me try. I have a 67mm ND filter, so in order to mount it on the cage, I needed to use multiple step-up rings. But in a cruel twist of fate, the step-up rings I needed to attach the ND filter to the cage ended up restricting the movement of the adjustable lens mount, which meant that I couldn't align the filter over the camera lens. This isn't an outright design flaw with the cage per se, but more of an issue with the S22 Ultra's main camera position, because this most likely wouldn't be a problem for most phones, I think. My solution was to unscrew and amputate the part of the frame that was getting in the way, and to my surprise, the cage still holds up well, even after my shoddy DIY work, so kudos to the build quality. Unfortunately for me, I came to a realization that I probably didn't need to perform the whole operation, because in the end I figured that I would get more use out of this cage by pairing it with my anamorphic lens exclusively. So if you don't want my sacrifice to be in vain, hit that subscribe button, please. Okay, moving on. Another advantage of using a cage is reducing micro jitters when hand-holding your phone. Usually, electronic stabilization will counter your hand movements by cropping in on your footage, but by adding resistance with a cage, you can turn off EIS and still have relatively stable footage. Now, before I move on, I think it's fair to point out that this cage is clearly inspired by Beastgrip, and many of its strengths are just mirroring features that Beastgrip got right. But for something that's 1/6 of the price, I don't think it's unreasonable to call it a functional alternative. And so, the big question is, should you get it? The first thing you have to consider is that this is a very deliberate tool. If you're looking for a way to fix your phone to a tripod, attach external lenses, mount lights and a shotgun mic on a budget, then this is for you. But if you're more of a spontaneous creator who enjoys external lenses and filters, I think you're better off with something more pocketable and seamless like the 𝗹𝗶𝗸𝗶 universal clip holder or a phone case that supports external lenses instead. Also, did you enjoy the video? If you did, and I hope you did, consider liking and subscribing to support my content. Peace! And also, if you made it to the end of this video, I also wanted to tell you that I made a Ko-fi account. I don't expect anyone to donate, but if you really like my content, maybe consider doing that. No pressure if you don't want to.